Hello! This video is part of a series where I read over old issues of my comic Hellgate and give some commentary. Hellgate started in 2003 when I was 15 and ran till 2009. You can read it for free at jaegercomics.com. This footage was captured from my streams over at twitch.tv/Jaeger_comics. Alright, so this is Battle 27 Love's True Form from 2007. Last time on Hellgate, Battle 26 Bloodlust. Jesse fights Aku and ends up losing his left arm. Neil shows up in time to save everyone, but then Kelly shows up, her soul having been brought back by a demon. Neil gets so angry his demonic form turns him into a mindless beast. The Jaeger sword breaks, and Neil starts to go unstable, on the verge of exploding, until an embrace from Courtney brings Neil back to normal and into a new transformation. The third transformation, the strongest of the three forms, overflowing with holy energy. Wow, Neil looks so beautiful. And actual Neil is bleeding everywhere. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Squee! Return of Random Bunny from issue 8. Still cute. Damn, this sword is really heavy. Even with both arms, I can barely swing it. Trying for that swing. Gah! Boom. Finally gets a swing, and doesn't look that impressive. That was just sad. The sword is too heavy? Jaeger only used the form once. Love. That emotion will only get in the way during battle. This form is useless. But he never had a problem with the sword's weight. Remembering Jaeger's sword and Neil's sword. It must have been when the sword broke. Something to do with those marks. Courtney, stay by the sword. What are you gonna do? Hand to hand, or sphere. Goes rushing in with the Naruto run. Jumps over a stab. And a spinning kick to the face. And she's down hard. But, of course, it quickly heals. Without your sword, you don't stand a chance! Neil easily dodging every single stabs. Die! More dodging. Jump. And punch in the face! Kelly doesn't stand a chance. You're wrong. Unless Neil uses the sword, Kelly will keep regenerating. I'm tired of all this jumping around. I need to find a way to keep him in one spot. She sees Courtney over there. If I go after Courtney, Neil will have to get between us in order to save her. Then I can strike. I will take Courtney's head! Courtney, stay where you are! Okay. Neil runs. Perfect. I will protect you. Cut in half. The demon latched onto her soul is absorbed, and her soul disappears. And the fight is over. Demonic? Can you heal Jesse's arm? That would be a waste of time. But when Jesse changes back, his wounds will be gone. So that's why you're okay with me and Neil training with real swords. So what would happen if Jesse cut me? You'd bleed. What's with the penguin? Meanwhile, the Demon King left early, still waiting for his big boom. To be continued. Next time on Hellgate, Battle 28, the one he truly loves. Neil finds himself fighting Aku again. Now Neil has his new third transformation, but he still can't lift the heavy sword. Only the one he loves can bring out the Jaeger sword's true power. Is the woman he loves Courtney or someone else? All right, commentary time. So let's talk about a couple things on this new cover. One, it's the green flame issues now. Why green? Oh, I need a new color. We've done red, blue. Now it's the green flame issues. The area around the lettering, which started out as black, it was a dark green. Now it's a light, or it was black, then a dark gray, and now it's a light gray. No real reason behind that besides just me shifting things. I do like it much better. I can't get over the fact that I don't know what it is, but if you look back at the Blue Flame covers, the text actually kind of is painful to the eyes. The way the red fights with the dark gray, it just doesn't work at all. At least now it's not as painful. And we have Neil's new transformation. So let's talk about the inspirations. So of course the initial inspiration, like any of Neil's forms, is from Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan, right? And so Super Saiyan 3 has long hair. So the first way I drew it was he got really buff still, and he had the long hair, and he had no eyebrows. It was very identical to Super Saiyan 3. But before it became time for it to show up in the issue, I kept working with it and tweaking it. And another big inspiration that got thrown in was, as Steph saw, Inuyasha. I was a big Inuyasha fan in high school, which is when I was coming up with a lot of the ideas for Hellgate. So his hair is it's not as spiky. It's more soft like Inuyasha's. We haven't seen the red come into play. We'll see that soon. We'll see more of that Inuyasha influence later. Of course, another influence, is the larger sword. It used to be curved like Inuyasha's sword, but instead I just made it large and have it still be like broadsword shaped. And also the fact that Neil can't lift the sword is probably pretty much inspired by moments in mid Inuyasha in which his sword breaks and he has trouble lifting it for a while. So very heavily inspired by that one. So this is kind of, so we got these three girls here. We have, of course, our main Courtney, Jessica, and then this girl, Amanda. Not a main character. She's just been hanging around for the last couple of issues. Jessie saved her life. They think Neil's new form is beautiful. So funny story with this. I remember around the time I was making this issue, I was hanging out with my niece, who's only a couple years younger than me. And my niece has a very, very traditional upbringing. And I remember showing her this drawing and she just didn't get it. She couldn't wrap her head around the idea of a long-haired guy being attractive. In fact, I remember both her and my sister-in-law being like, I don't know how you're going to expect to find a girlfriend if you're going to keep your hair long, which is kind of funny because even at the time, like, I had girlfriends and I've had many more since then where I'm just like, some women are into looks other than the ones you're into. I don't know about my sister-in-law. My niece has definitely mellowed out as she's gotten older. I know her oldest boy has long hair. He's like 7 or 8 now. She's become way more like hippie mom. So return of Random Bunny, because why not? We had a Random Bunny in issue 8. Now it's back. Okay, I don't need stocks. Weird. Definitely an issue here is there's not enough action lines. There's just stuff. Everything feels frozen. There's not enough lines, but whatever. Man, here we get this is actually the only appearance in the whole series we see of Bannon in his third form. As you can see, he didn't have the markings there and he had no problem lifting it. but apparently it's not a form he liked to use, and we will see a bit more of that later. And then Neil goes in to fight hand-to-hand. And again, just because of the Inuyasha reference, when I say Naruto running, I'm just using the term everyone else knows. I always thought of it as Inuyasha running because that's who I saw running like that more before Naruto was a thing. This action's actually kind of hard for me to look at now. It's just just feels so stiff now. Like even this punch, it's like, I don't know. I'm glad I got better. That's all I can say. I'm glad I'm better at this now. This kind of still works. This whole like she goes after her, Neil gets in between, and he's able to get one good slash in. Although these arms are a little awkward, especially that one on this one. Ugh, what the hell? But for that, that's it for Kelly. And this is also where I established that, like, you know, this is Jesse. Jesse's transforming to his training partner mode, and I keep up the here I explained that, you know, had Jesse been injured during that training, he's going to be none of his injuries from transformed will carry over. And then I just like the idea of like, okay, well, what would happen if I was cut? Well, you'd bleed. Sorry. And here we have acknowledging the hippo's still around. And yeah, this also, I wanted to explain that the Demon King was not there for this fight. He got out of there early. So that'll be key. There's certain things he did not see here. That was Hellgate Battle 27, Love's True Form. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button, and I'd love to read your comments below. And make sure you're subscribed so you know when the next comic goes up. Also, check the description for a playlist of any readings you may have already missed. And if you'd like to read ahead, all of these comics are free on my website, YagerComics.com. Bye!